Tinkers, my name is Natalia and I'm finally back from an illness and also VidCon to show you some more DIYs, starting with this friendship card. And as you can see, when you squeeze it, two animals pop out of the card. Now you decide what I should create next week by voting in the card above, and let's begin. Here's what you need to create this card. Place your ruler on the long side of the base card, then measure and mark 3, 6, 10, 13, 16 and 20 centimeters. And do this on the opposite side as well. Place your ruler on the two opposite markings and bend the paper over it. Now in these two bigger areas, we need to create two squares in each of the areas. So take your ruler, find the middle and make a mark. From this marking, measure downwards 1.5 centimeter and make another mark. Then place the 1 centimeter marking on your ruler on this marking and make a line that's 2 centimeters. Then continue making lines that are 2 centimeters to create the square. You need to repeat the same process on the bottom, so you'll have two identical squares right opposite each other. And you also need to repeat this in the other bigger area. Refold your card and then put some glue on the smallest flap in the end and then attach it to the other end of the card. Make sure to press down firmly to make it stick and then leave it to dry. Moving on to the strips, place your ruler on the long side, then measure and mark 2.5, 5 and 7.5 centimeters. And do this on the opposite side as well. You also need to repeat this process on the other strip. Place your ruler on the opposite markings, then bend the paper over it. And repeat the same process with the other strip. Now your strip might look like a little house, so press down on the tip of it, let it collapse, and squeeze it together to create this M. Repeat this with the other strip as well. Moving on to the figures, decide what kind of animal or figurine you want to paint, draw or color. You totally decide. If needed, cut around the animal or figurine so you have a better looking outline. Now we need to assemble everything together, so take your card and your strips and make sure that they look like a W before gluing it onto the card. Now put some glue right here on the end and glue it onto the square. Remember to press down firmly to make it stick. Now put some glue on the other end here and then attach it to the other square on the opposite side. And again, remember to press down firmly. Now turn your card around and repeat the same gluing process with the second strip. Leave it to dry completely before taking your card and squeezing it together. Now we need to attach the figures, so put some glue on the back right at the bottom and attach it right onto this part of the strip. And press down as best as you can to make it stick. Turn your card around and make sure that the figure you just glued on is on the same side you're going to glue the second on. You can write a message in the front and decorate it in whatever kind of way you want to. So just let your imagination loose and get creative. Now for the random question of the day. Did I enjoy VidCon? I actually only enjoyed it because of the friends I made. Otherwise, the whole event was just kind of meh. Okay, so here's the tea. We didn't get any food and water. We had to pay for everything. No goodie bag, no food and water, no really directions where to go and what to do. Coming from Denmark, I had zero internet over there. I had no connection whatsoever. So I needed like a brochure of some sort. None of that. You had to use an app and I couldn't use the app because I didn't have any signal. I was lost. I had an expectation of like some kind of grand opening show. That was just a cringe fest. Red and Link were there to make this kind of British food taste test. it was just cringe to watch. And the end of the show, there was like 5 or 6 big YouTubers, Gabby Hanna and Elle and Casper Lee and some others, I don't really remember. They had to do this try not to laugh challenge with water in their mouth.
She did what?
Oh, she spit water into my nose? I'm drowning.
No, but
Move over, dramatic. I'm drowning. Classic Gabby.
Oh, I'm just cringing so hard just thinking about it again. It was not good, like not at all. We didn't get any, you know, closure of like, thank you for coming to London for the first time for VidCon, blah blah blah. We were kicked out of security because the venue was closed. Like, that was it. But thankfully, what made the whole event better was that I met these awesome girls who could prevent me from getting lost. And we had such an amazing time and eating dinner together, hanging out. It was just the best. And I kind of missed them, to be honest. So I'm so glad I met those girls. Like, they saved me and my trip. So thank you if you're watching. So I hope you enjoy watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're looking for more DIYs, check out these videos here. And I'll see you soon with more ideas. Bye!